Tonight we are roasting an amazing man, Ross Day, everybody. But first, let's talk about the elephant in the room, Rich Estrada. Every day, Ross, you ask me to marry you, and finally the answer is yes. Only if you stay in Dallas and we send Rich to LA instead. They could really use another unfunny Latino-Mexican comic. I like to remind people that these are jokes, so please take as much offense as possible. For example, if you find yourself fighting in the DFW comedy page, you might be Jeff Stachowski. Jeff, you once told Josh Johnson that you can't reply to his insults because you'd rather use that time to write jokes. And if I could choose between hearing your material or reading your reply, please stay on Facebook. I heard that there was going to be an obnoxious fat alcoholic who loves fucking black dudes here tonight, and I thought, holy fuck, how did they get Lisa Lampanelli for this gig? Imagine my anger when I found out it was only Jen Hoff. Leslie Richardson, you guys just saw. Finally, we can all rest easy knowing our who the fuck is that prayers have been answered. But Ross likes her, and he likes me too, so how funny can she possibly be? Eric Erb is here as well. You ever notice that his last name contains the word ear and rape? Yeah, that sounds about right. I'd also like to acknowledge Ryan Perrio. Ironically, if Ryan kept his sets as tight as he kept his shirts, it wouldn't be as funny when he stretches. It's upsetting that we couldn't get any LA comics to be here tonight, like Justin Foster and Raj Sharma and Mark Agee, which leaves me the wonder, how the fuck did Chelsea Hood get this gig? I love you, Chelsea. Chelsea, I heard like around the block that people write jokes for you, which I really can't say anything about because Tony wrote half of this for me. And like I get it, like sometimes women have to fuck other comics to get ahead. And unfortunately, I'm only fucking Tony Ibarra, so that just means I'm gonna be running an open mic for the rest of my life. Dan Danzy's here. What can I say about Dan Danzy or his set that an AIDS-ridden hooker hasn't already said into a mirror after spitting out half of his cum? When Danzy started showing up at open mics with a suit and hair just like Ross's, for a second I thought Ross was his illegitimate father. Which wouldn't surprise me because Ross also fucked Danzy's ex-girlfriend. Hey, I only had to blow Tony for that joke. Now for the man of the night, Ross Day. Ross, you and David Jessup, you're two of the most committed comics in this scene. Like Dave doing his Steve Awesome and you doing your act-outs. We almost forget for a second that you're not actually retarded. Every single one of Ross Day's sets is like a funeral, and that's why he wears suits. But what would Ross Day be without his suits, or his act-outs, or his washboard? He'd be Seth Brock. One tie away from being a juggalo there, buddy. But anyway, Ross, you know, you don't get booked in Dallas. I don't know why the fuck you think you're gonna get booked out in LA. Like, I think your comedy is so horrible that you're just telling everybody you're moving to LA instead of just telling us that you're quitting. Either way, you're gonna be missed, brother.